Redeemer's Men's Fellowship of the Redeemed Christian Church of God under Province 8 invites everyone to its 2025 RMF convention with the theme Destined for Greatness. Ministering our Pastor Ayo Ezekiel on the topic Destined for Greatness, Dr. Sunday Sayo on elder living in a time like this, and Pastor Matthew Ofulwe on wisdom for prosperity for men. The convention comes up on Saturday, 23rd August 2025 at 11 a.m. and Thanksgiving on Sunday, 24th August 2025 at 8:30 a.m. Venue is RCCG Kingdom Parish Auditorium, Obaile Housing Estate, Akure. Jesus is Lord. Assistant Pastor Oludarioke. Provincial Men's Leader, Pastor Shegun Iloye. PICP on the Province 8, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, General Overseer.
It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours per supply, as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803-440-4358, 034-206-855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
On the news tonight, health facility for the treatment of mental health opens in Ondo Town. United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime partners Ondo State Government to combat crime. Plus, Federation Accounts Allocation Committee shares over 2 trillion naira for August. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. I am Abiola Ario. A specialized health facility, Minds and Medical, for the treatment and rehabilitation of drug addiction and mental health patients has been inaugurated in Ondo Town. Founded by Dr. Jibayo Adeyeye and his wife, Professor Olufunke Adeyeye, the hospital is on a mission to render quality health care services to mental-related issues in Ondo State. Paul Omukago reports that Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa personally commissioned the specialist hospital.
This hospital, with evidence-based care to individuals experiencing mental health challenges, with a core value to care and render services to patients, is well equipped. The state-of-the-art facilities at Minds Medical, coupled with a team of mental health professionals, makes it a destination facility for those seeking permanent solution to cases of drug addiction. Founder of the hospital, Dr. Jibayo Adeyeye, went down memory lane on the inspiration behind the establishment of Minds Medical, which he says will augment existing government-owned health facilities in the treatment and reintegration of patients back into the society.
We are also progressing this to establishing Minds Medical Foundation. The foundation will be run by public-spirited people from the Christian, the Muslim religious faith, and the public generally will be trustees of these funds, so that anybody that donates to the fund, we have some confidence that these funds will be used for those that are actually required. There are a lot of people out there who their relatives have abandoned, or who simply cannot even afford treatment. We will apply funds generated by Minds Medical Foundation to those patients.
Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, while commending the founder for the initiative, promised to support and create the enabling environment for the hospital to thrive. Minds Medical, he emphasized, is a beacon of hope for individuals and families struggling with drug and mental health challenges over the years.
People that are mentally disordered can commit any form of crime, especially when they are under the influence of alcohol. And with this kind of facility to rehabilitate and to attend to those who are struggling and having mental challenge, I think it's a very welcome development.
Goodwill messages amid the official opening and facility tour of the hospital by the governor and dignitaries brought the well-attended ceremony to a close.
Science Medical Specialist Hospital and Drug Rehabilitation Center is commissioned by me, Dr. Lucky Orimisaidatu, the governor of Ondo State.
In Akure, Paul Omukago, NTA News.
The rising cases of illicit drug trafficking and substance abuse, cultism, kidnapping, and crime generally are areas of interest by the United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime in Nigeria. These are areas of deliberations when the country representative of the UNODC, Chector, paid a courtesy visit on Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa at the governor's office, Akure. Again, Paul Omokago has details.
Available statistics from the United Nations indicate that 14.8% of young Nigerians are into drugs and substance abuse. This is a great concern to the United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime as it is working towards having a collaborative approach in curtailing the menace. The visit by the UN agency provides the platform for Ondo State to outline its plan for youth engagement in meaningful ventures. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, while acknowledging the prompt intervention and assistance of various UN agencies in giving relevant support and advocacy, expressed readiness for partnership to combat all forms of crimes, particularly drug and human trafficking, which he described as a global challenge.
No state can, on its own, continue to pursue this huge obligation. The obligation is very huge, so we require more funding to meet up with all of these obligations.
The country representative of the United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime, Sheikh Toure, solicits collective and holistic approach in tackling rising incidences of drug trafficking, cultism, kidnapping, and terrorism, among others. The partnership aimed at uniting the entire West African sub-region, he emphasized, is needed to combat crime and push towards realizing the goals and targets of developing as well as revamping the economies of the region.
We feel compelled to see how we can use all our capacity to help implement stability for investment, because his mandate is on bringing investment to Ondo State, creating jobs, and also increasing the resilience of the youth. And you can only do it if you are very hard on crime. Basically, we are looking at ways that we can have community-led intervention.
The visit is deliberately planned to get the support of the sub-nationals to key into the project of having a crime-free society that elicits development. In Akure, Paul Omukago, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu is reassuring Nigerians home and in the diaspora that his government is building a new Nigeria that would meet their expectations. Addressing a cross-section of Nigerians resident in Japan, the president called for the diasporans' contributions to accelerate the expected growth in Nigeria. State House correspondent Musbau Dan Wahab reports.
On the margins of the Tokyo International Conference on African Development, President Tinubu opted to feel the pulse of his citizens in Japan and perhaps to elicit their contribution in the Project Nigeria.
Sir, on this historic occasion of your participation in TICAD 9, your presence here marks a profound moment of pride and unity for Nigerians in the diaspora, and we are deeply honored to receive you.
These established individuals in various fields, including academics and entrepreneurs, are aware of the policy reforms and decisions of the current government, which they agree are necessary for growth.
And we've been seeing the reforms you are doing in Nigeria. It is tough to make the right decisions. Just like a father tells a child, go and study. We don't want to study, we want to play. But the reforms you have done so far in Nigeria, the changes you have put in place are foundations that will catapult Nigeria to the next level in the next generations to come.
With Nigeria's economy recovering and so widely acknowledged by global bodies, the presidential team also presented the opportunities available for the diasporans to key into.
Several years ago as governor, he was here, and that the things he promised and pioneered are the things upon which Lagos today is developing. That is the kind of future that we're expecting for our country with this president.
Of our nation's oil industry is now developed by local corporates raising money from Nigerians in diaspora, raising money from international financial institutions, and contributing actively to the economy.
From the beginning of this administration, we have no product on the shelf. Everything was just prototype. And today we have 40 market-ready products. We're also building a 40-hectare renewable industrial park, an electric vehicle factory, and so many others.
The diasporans attest to the gains of the reforms as manifesting with the easier access to and renewal of international passports, and President Tinubu wants them to believe in the possibility of a new Nigeria where things work.
Now, if that nationality document is reflecting the expectation of all of you, so you can be assured Nigeria will meet all your expectations. The changes that we embark upon is all about us as a people and leadership of Africa. For the economic growth and opportunity that is available in Nigeria, don't stay away. Your contribution is very much in need. If we stay away, who will build it? If we don't join hands and work together, then we've lost the hope of being the leader that we're supposed to be. Your citizenship is in your passport. Your person is your character. And I can give you the assurance we are seeing the beginning of Nigerian rising.
And as the government strives to sustain the leading role of Nigeria in Africa, the president wants the diasporans to continue to project and protect the integrity of the country across the world. From Yokohama, Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
Today is the International Day commemorating victims of acts of violence based on religion or belief. The day is set aside to sympathize with victims that have been abused emotionally, verbally, and mentally. Olajumoke Oladimeji gives us more insight into what the day represents.
Every 22nd of August is dedicated to marking the International Day of commemorating victims of acts of violence based on religion or belief. Over the past year, the world has continued to witness how millions of people from different religious affiliations, communities, or minorities fall victim to violence brought by conflict, terrorism, depression, mob intimidation, and hate speech. Intolerance, extremism, authoritarianism, and conflict-driven hatred continue to jeopardize the rights and freedoms of many, their families, communities, religious sites, and places of worship at risk. Governments at all levels have been called on states to take action to combat intolerance, discrimination, hatred, and violence based on religion or belief. It is also believed that international community must promote a culture of religious tolerance, respect for diversity, and mutual understanding so as to nip violence in the bud. In Akure, Olajumoke Oladimeji, NTA News.
You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back after this break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has recorded a substantial decline in its profit after tax, dropping from 905 billion naira in June to 185 billion naira in July. For this and more on Business News, let's join Samuel Sheson.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has recorded a substantial decline in its profit after tax, dropping from 905 billion naira in June to 185 billion naira in July. This represents a staggering 79.6% decrease in profit. The July figure marked a significant decline even as oil production rose marginally from 1.68 million barrels per day to 1.7 million barrels per day. Natural gas production was 7.7 billion cubic feet compared to 7.58 billion cubic feet last month. In another development, the Nigeria Customs Service (TINCAN) has achieved a remarkable feat by collecting 16.4 billion naira revenue in August 2025 through the effective deployment of the Unified Custom Management System. This milestone is a testament to the efficiency, transparency, and responsiveness of the system in streamlining port operations. The Custom Area Controller emphasized that the command remains dedicated to enhancing trade facilitation, securing revenue for national development, and supporting all port users in achieving timely and cost-effective cargo clearance. And that will be all on Business News in Akure. Samuel Sheson, NTA News.
And on sports, former Super Eagles legendary goalkeeper and captain Peter Rufai buried in Lagos. Olumide Eguntola brings details of this and other stories on Sports Updates.
Football fans, home and abroad, will once again enjoy the thrills and freeze that often characterize the beginning of a new season as the 2025-2026 Nigeria Professional Football League kicks off Friday. The season curtain raiser pitched the defending champion Remo Stars against last season runners-up Rivers United at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta. And on Sunday, Abia Warriors will entertain Kanu Pillars at home. Wiki Tourists will engage neighbors Plateau United. It will be Katsina United vs